If there's one thing that I've noticed we don't get enough of in recent years, it's arcade racing games, and thankfully one came out in the form of Motor Racer 4. Unfortunately, a game came out called Motor Racer 4 and it just isn't very good. Now, Motor Racer 4 is, like I said, an arcade style racing game, but it's on motorbikes, which to me is a big plus because any motorbike game I try to play is more on the simulation side with leaning and sort of you have to take your corners in a particular way or you'll fall off the bike, and that frustrates me because with car racing games, car games, there's simulation and there's arcade, but motorbike games you don't really get that. Like you have maybe Road Redemption or I think Road Rage is one coming up, but in terms of arcade, pure arcade fun, you just don't get that really with motorbike games. But here it is in Motor Racer 4 and it's just not an enjoyable game, like at all. Literally in every part of it, it's just not that much fun. Like, first of all, the game runs really badly. It technically, I don't know if it ever hits 30 frames a second, and if it does, it doesn't stay there very long. And what's most surprising about that is the fact that it doesn't look very good either. Textures are incredibly muddy when you're driving along straights. This one track in particular where there's trees and there's rocks, and if you look ahead at those rocks as you're coming up towards it, like the rocks look like they're moving or they're warping in some weird way because of the texture work, and that just doesn't look good at all. And then when everything doesn't look great but it still runs really badly, you don't want that. And especially for any type of racing game, simulation or arcade, you want a smooth experience. Like, I'll take 60 frames a second and take the hit of a bit of visual fidelity as long as it's a solid 60 frames a second. Or do you know what, even if it's a buttery smooth 30, you need consistency for a racing game to feel enjoyable. And on top of that, the control model in this game may be hampered by the technical problems that it has. Doesn't feel good, and when you're going really fast and trying to weave in and out of traffic, that's just a no. That's a big fat no for me to, or anyone, to spend their time playing the game, because it leads to frustration. And the game it's not hard, but it's not simple. It's not like the easiest game. Like, there's quite a rubber banding going on with the people you go against, and the problem is it's a pretty decent like career type mode here that you, for progression and earning stars and doing all these sort of things like earning style points to unlock certain ways to upgrade your character. And the characters are all kind of weird and unique, and they all have the little stats, and you can upgrade them, so you can unlock new characters, and they have new like sort of acceleration and control and boost stats. But who cares when the whole game is fundamentally just not fun and a bit of a technical mess at times, and just isn't optimal. That's the main thing. It's not one part of it's optimal, but if they fix the technical problems, I would say, and the controls are improved, I'd say it's an okay racing game. It's a distraction. It's fine for if that's something you're looking for, but as it stands, this is just not a game I would recommend anyone spend any money or even time on.